Ready? Three,
Yeah,
2, 1, action. Welcome, everybody, to Mikhail's Car Hotline. On today's episode, we have our special guest. Introduce us. Where are you from and what is your name?
yeah. They call me Bunny Blake. Name Alex. I'm from New York, and we just outside.
Hey, that's what's up. So, today we're going to be just discussing kind of about where the car scene is going, what we've seen, and pretty much any solutions we could probably do as, I guess you could say, OGs in the game. And if you guys in the comments would like to comment along or say your thoughts on what you think about stuff to add value to this, we would highly appreciate it. So, I guess let's just start off with what car do you drive in and what is your major, I guess you could say, like specific brand that you're into when it comes to cars? Bunny Blake, Rocket Bunny Blake, sorry.
Well, I could show you better. I could tell you. So
Awesome.
I got um 98 SC 400. Um, so it's no more V8 in here. My 2J VVTi GT is going in here. If you could see this bench with a plethora of parts, old parts that was from the old setup. Looking to get this car back together soon. See, car been sitting so long, spider webs and you know what I mean, all over the car. Then I have a 97 J6100 Mark II Tour V
Very nice,
here as
man.
well. Um, let's see
Spruce gray interior.
if I there we go.
Hey, hey,
This is
that's
the
what's up.
interior that they go crazy for allegedly. So these are all cars. Still got a great front mount BC coils, water pump channel belt, stuff like that. New 54 to go in the car. Um,
With the VVTi.
yeah, 1J VVTi. Runs and drives good. Just got the garage closed right now. Actually, hold on, let me open the door.
Yeah, go ahead. Take your time, man. Take your time.
Report here, so I have to get my poor man foot prop.
It's all good, man. LFA has the same thing,
See
but a
that?
little carbon fiber stick after how much you pay for that car.
Crazy, right?
Oh, your video shut off real fast.
Oh, hold on.
There we go.
Yeah. And I think this is the most
And you got the Hong Kong special
excited.
mushroom, right?
Yeah, definitely came from Japan just like that.
Very nice.
I end up changing these to the premium horns.
Hmm.
I low key, high key love it. With the premium horn, they sound way crisper and whatnot. The other horns, they sound like the horns when they were calling the White Ranger from Power Ranger. That's how it sounds. And I was like, nah, this gotta go. So this is it in a nutshell. Runs, drives beautifully. Can't complain.
And the 3K side markers too. I'm not the side markers, but the running lights. I see you. 3K
Yeah,
yellow. Superstars.
yeah, and you know the super stock OEM 5 spoke.
I mean, those pretty much look like what the
Um,
SC came with and what the Super came with at this
yes,
point. It's
definitely
all the same stuff. You know what I mean?
same stuff. And then you know the super TTs
Yeah.
that everybody seem to go crazy over. So back to the SC now. These are supposed to be my TRD sway bars that
Hmm.
I try to revive, and I end up scratching it up some.
Mm.
So I'm gonna have to touch it back up one of these days eventually.
Hey, it's in there though,
You
and all you
know,
got to do is touch it up. It's not like
touch it up. Right,
you're not at the point where you got to find these again. You know what I mean? It's just
right.
you should be good. That's
right.
what's up, dude. So, what's the plan with this thing? To sit Airbnb broken and boosted, or what we gonna do with this bad boy? What's the goal? How much power you looking
Oh,
at making? All that good stuff. What's your expectation?
I mean, remember prior to this coming to fruition here with this setup here. This car ran well, not this one specifically. My other car ran with my 92 ran with the 2J PBTR all 54 car made 700 on E. Um, Due to the car sitting in Florida for so long, the bottom essentially got soft because it was sitting in grass. Let me turn this off so you can hear me better. Let me
All your
see.
your earbuds are doing a good job canceling that out. I didn't even hear it was on at first. It's super
Yeah.
quiet.
Um, so in a nutshell, so because of that, so I had to reshell this car, the setup. Um, I literally end up getting this 98 Renaissance red car. The motor was actually bad in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up getting this car here to replace the other car. But it's just to get it back to its old glory and get it running again.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
the plan.
that's the way, like seeing you and other people finally getting their builds going again, as we spoke about, like having that turnkey car for most Toyota owners is not the business, unless
That's
you're
why the
into
Mark II.
yeah, unless
That's
you're
why
into
the Mark II
overlanding.
fills that void.
Yeah, it fills that void, and it's just these SCs, like I said, whether it's an SC, whether it's a Soar, whether it's turbo, whether it's V8, whether it's NA2J, like just
Hmm.
representation is huge. And I don't think people really understand that because it's like how to put this in a visual factor for most people. Like, let's just say Hollywood is 3% Asian men, right? The SC on the road is that representation of Asian men. Like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you, as a young black boy, seeing like a black star like Chadwick Boseman being
Hmm.
able to get into a role where he's not a gangster, a drug dealer, a
Hmm.
basketball player, or a rapper, and just seeing him
Right.
be like a detective is huge for you. Like, hey, this is something I could actually do. And I don't
Right.
think people fail to realize that representation for this car, when it's all in one color, whether it's boosted or not, is good representation for the
No,
Tennessee
absolutely.
period. And everybody's like, oh, it's got to look like this, it's got to look like that, it's got to be fast. And it's like, dude, majority of people that were going fast 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they're burnt out. You see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And the going fast comes at a price too. Because I
Definitely.
didn't do anything major in that
Hmm.
sense, but more so my setup was just more bolt on. And I've seen others who have, dived down that rabbit hole as far as doing stuff that's like built, and it just becomes an endless money pit. I guess to me it's not fun anymore. And it gets played out fast. Well, for me at least.
No, for
Gets played out
sure.
pretty fast.
Because it's like, who are you really beefing with that hard to where you got to be able to claim you're faster than them when you have no plans of racing them, which is crazy. And one of my good friends, Will Hendo Hemroydson, as I called him, like he was always on my ass, like, bro, you need these BBKs. And it's like, next thing you know, he had BBKs on his SC. And what did he do? Rear-ended a Jeep at a stoplight, at a stop sign. Like, bro, didn't you have BBKs and you still can't stop? Then it was from like,
Right.
oh, my car's going to be fast, that. And his car never ran. And here it is 10, 12 years later. Like, dude had a family, him and his girlfriend got serious. They got married, had their kid, had their second kid. And lo and behold, got the car almost running. But by that time, shit hit the fan and he had to part ways. And now it's just like he understands that he has other responsibilities. And I don't think a lot of these other guys understand that while they're in their selfish phase of life. If you don't get this shit done, like I feel like even me with this bodywork stuff, I mean, I know I do it for fun. Like, hey, I got an idea, let me get it out. But I'm also at that
Right.
point to where I have ideas backed up because it's like, okay, I could spend some time in the garage or X amount of money on these parts and do this because I enjoy it. But at the same time, that's going to take time away from my family, time away from my daughter. Just sitting out here when it's like I could be teaching her basically what's in this supplemental school book to get her a heads up. But instead, I'm choosing to
Right.
be selfish to work on this car for what? I mean, other than my
Hmm.
own happiness, for what? You know what I mean?
So true. So true. Now, I mean, I think those points are valid. I just feel like opposed to having like garage queens and cars that's just sitting in the garage, I think we could have cars that, you know,
That drive.
we could put the key in just like the Mark II and turn it and just know like, okay, I could drive it outside right now. And I
Yep.
think the goal is to get the SC back to that where I could just push the key in and just kind of go.
No, I feel
There's
you
nothing
on
else
that.
behind it.
And when it comes to the GTE, and the sad thing is, when I speak about GTE, people always swear it's either 1J or 2J when they leave out the 3S GTE. That
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these guys, the fact that they have a GTE of some sort and it's legendary, yes, it is, you get that stuck up as in, okay, my car's going to be fast, but is it going to be enjoyable? We've had this conversation
Yes.
before, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
these
Mm-hmm.
dudes like, hey, can you drive an hour away from home? No, I don't drive my car more than 20 miles away from home. And I'm like, what's the point of having a fast car if you can't even hit some random freeways or go on unknown charted roads, I guess you could say, that aren't local, and drive your car reliably? I mean, at that point,
Mm-hmm.
you're making fun of these stance guys for trailering their cars to what is it, slammed enough, but
Caravan's.
yet
Mm-hmm.
you're trailering your car all the way to Texas 2K. You didn't drive your. I get it. There's more of a functionality thing when you're driving a performance car to Texas 2K. You beat on it, it comes back. Versus, hey, I'm just gonna be parked. But at the end of the day, they're one
Which
of
is
this.
crazy.
They're one of the same to me. It's just the performance aspect of things have been so watered down to where it's just, back in the 90s, 2000s, you raced for money. And if you didn't know where the races were, you didn't know where I'm sorry, the runs. If you didn't know where the
Right.
runs
The
were,
runs.
you
Mm-hmm.
didn't see what happened at the runs. You heard about what happened at the runs. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
You
And
got to be there.
yeah, and even then, as a mainly Toyota guy back then, switching from Acura, like I showed up a few times in Mom's Maxima, Dad's Camry V6. These Honda guys had to show them what's up. What you driving? It's just a stick shift Maxima, bro. Don't worry about it. I ain't got no mods to it. Oh yeah, the red headers, it came like that from factory. It ain't no Nismo stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you're talking about 300 horsepower, 300 pound-feet of torque, and like the VH, not the VH, but is the V something 3000. It was like the six cylinder they had at the time,
Yeah,
and that
that's a
shit,
3.0.
yeah, that shit would go for its time. And like I said, you're
Mm-hmm.
hurting feelings. I mean, it was Maximas, Camrys, Nissan Sentra, SERs, bro. If you had to set your SER
When
back
it
in the
meant
day,
something.
it meant something, and
Something.
it's
Mm-hmm.
just people didn't know what that was. Even to the day, like the successor to that, I would say is the Ultima SER. People would be like, "Why are you bringing an
Mm-hmm.
Ultima to the race?" And that was the HR when you still had your
Mm-hmm.
DE. Like we went to the track back in like what was it 0607 when Club Lexus was still thriving. I went to one of the Nico meets, Nissan Infinity Club owners or whatever the fuck it was called. Yeah, Nico. Wow, who talks about that
Yeah.
anymore? And
Yeah. Yeah. Nico and Nelco.
yeah, Nelco, something like
Nelco.
that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Infinity.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, there were these Ultimas that were front wheel drive with an HR while people still had their DE
Mm.
G35s. And since of course it's front wheel drive, it gets off the dig quite quicker than while
Mm-hmm.
you're still peeling your G35. And bro, like that top end that it had, like you didn't dust them. Like you were probably half a car ahead, but you still lost to an Ultima in your expensive ass
Yeah.
G35 back in
Mm-hmm.
2006. It's crazy. But I feel like when it comes to Toyota, bro, like it's not a driver's car. It's a clout car in a sense, to where any Toyota you have that's performance aspect, let's put it, that's not off roading. So let's exclude Helix, Tundra, Tacoma, Lowlander, Ford Runner, Rav4, whatever you want to call it, all those SUVs and stuff. When it comes to sports cars, Toyota, it's just these guys don't know their cars when they say they love cars in general, when all they know is about is their car enough to get them liking points for that. Oh, my car's got a 2JZ in it. Okay. How much horsepower is it putting? It's not much right now, 280. That's not a bad number. Benchmark for most
Right.
3.6s. Benchmark for most V6s is what, 315? So by the time you get going and have your top end, you could probably keep up or dust some of these NAV6's car.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I say this is just because how often do you see Toyota owners at the track versus Honda and Nissan owners?
I
Honda's
mean,
got what?
fair point.
Like Honda has the fit. The equivalent to us would be a Yaris, right? How often do you see a
Yeah.
Yaris, non GRMN,
I've,
non GR, non anything GR related, just a regular ass Yaris that is so driver oriented, like a Fit is?
I can't tell.
You
I,
ain't got nothing.
I I've been to the track several times and I've never seen a
When's the last
Yaris at the
time
track.
you seen performance based Corolla sedans, not the hatchback because those are sporty? When's the last time you seen a Corolla on the same level as a Civic Si? Oh wait,
A long time. The last Corollas that I've seen more sporty
like
to
I've seen some
me was
stanced
like the
out.
94s,
Like
95s.
exactly, you'll see the newer ones stanced out. Now let's
Mm-hmm.
go hot hatches. Okay. We've got the EG. People are finally are now just now learning about the EP hatches and how they're decent, even though they were kind of weird and funky on the interior. Um, guess you could say like the newer one is like a sedan hatchback kind of thing. Let's just throw that one in there. Okay, we have the GR Corolla. The GR Corolla is a whole different beast from a type. I mean, it is because it's technically all-wheel drive, and it's more of a hot hatch versus a fastback hatch sedan thing
Mhm.
that the
Mhm.
Civic Type
Mhm.
R is. And like Civic's still here. And one thing I've
They're
noticed
not going
is,
nowhere.
yeah, one thing I've noticed too is like Toyota does not give a fuck about a car unless it's a Corolla. Like, yo, why do you say that?
Yeah,
Okay, Corolla's been around for how long? I think Corolla came out for before Camry, didn't it?
believe
And,
so.
and then on top
Yeah,
of that, Corolla has its own dealership in Japan. So there's a Toyota Corolla store for their cheap ass shit, basically Scion level parts. Um,
that I didn't know.
yeah, there's Toyo Pet, Toyota Corolla, Metz Toyota, Toyota, and then I think there's another one off the top of my head. So you got to go to hella dealerships. And just for you guys listening as well, the Toyota Supra was sold at a Toyota Corolla store. That's how broke that car is. But let's not talk about that. Soar was actually sold at a Toyota store. That's the difference in tiers between these cars. Let's just put it that way. Um, and then even then, let's say Supra. Like how many Honda S2 gay guys with the top down do you see at the track? All of them. They all want the smoke.
Yeah, also, yeah. Even if they're not running, I've
Mm-hmm.
definitely seen a few um S2000s at the track for sure. There's always a more than a handful of I would say Hondas at the track, even if they're
Mm-hmm.
not racing.
And the thing is too, like
Toyotas, very few.
very few in general. Like I said, when it comes to drivers, even the 86, which is the FRS is still a descendant of the Corolla. The GR is a
Hmm.
Corolla. The Yaris is a cheaper Corolla. Hybrid Corolla is fighting the Prius, and it's a Corolla. So at what point does Toyota like think about it? If this new car comes out and it's a Celica, isn't Celica basically a sporty Corolla, a two-door Corolla, a Corolla coupe?
Yeah, for the most part. But
And
I
it's
felt like
just
they killed a lot of cars too, because I think the Spider had potential, but they killed that. I
bro.
don't know if the Spider and the Matrix or the Matrix was just the successor. I don't know, but they
Matrix
killed
had
off the
potential. I think what happened was when the Matrix was the thing, the Corolla IA came out or whatever it was. There was the Mazda
Mhm.
variant and then the Toyota variant. I think the hatchback, or the Rs or whatever you called it. Yeah, there was
Right.
that. That was a successor to the Matrix, and it's like okay, we got a cool little car, and then somebody just leaked that Scion was dying back in like 2016, and 2 months later, I'm at work like, hey, we're having an emergency meeting. Scion's going out of business, and yeah, nothing's gonna change really, but these cars are gone.
Yeah,
Well, shit.
Cyan came and just vanished super fast.
Because when Scion couldn't follow those need for speed trends, they had nothing to go off of. Because believe this or not,
Yeah,
while selling those cars, you would have the weirdest people that are probably a little bit older than us now back then. They're like 45, 55, somewhere around there. And they're like, hey, man, I had a Scion XB with some white walls on it. I had that thing modified with pinstripes and I had whatever on it. And I'm just thinking, like,
I
bro,
could say that
that's the dumbest thing
about
ever.
Cyans.
But people love that stuff. I think us as car guys, we have to remember that there are people out there that want to modify their cars, but they don't know how,
Hmm.
or they're not. They don't really know any better like we do. They just want their car to look cool. Like this one lady,
Hmm.
she bought some eBay taillights for her son's Scion XB, and she's like, "Yeah, the factory one looks stupid, and these ones for eBay look way better." And I'm thinking, like, bro, that's hella rice. Those tails look like hella ugly. But they liked it. They thought it was cool. They didn't know any better,
Yeah,
and they were only $100 versus $300 new from factory with their broken taillight.
yeah.
You know,
And I think the Cyan era, like looking back now too, like those people, they were really showcasing their
no,
personality more so of the
I
vehicle.
Toyota had something on their hands because if you notice between like
Hmm.
'97 to like 2016, Toyota always had those edgy commercials where it was like there's a car
Hmm.
driving, all of a sudden it drives up a skyscraper. Next, that car's like doing backflips and somersaults in the air, and it splits into like 6 different cars, comes back, drives downhill, crosses the train track right before the train goes over. Toyota was really on some edgy stuff, and that was perfect for Scion. But
Yeah.
they didn't execute it properly. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is nobody knew, unless you were a car guy like us that was in a Toyota, nobody knew that it was a Toyota. I literally had a conversation with somebody trying to buy a Scion. Oh, Edmund says that Scion is less reliable than Toyota. And I'm like, it's the same thing. What do you mean? He showed me the Edmund reports. I guess like Scion got like an 85 and Toyota got like a 90. Yeah, Scion's less reliable than. I'm like, bro, it's the same thing. But you know what? You do you. Because I think he was looking at whether he should get like an XB or a Corolla or a TC or something like that. He wanted 4 cylinder.
The
I don't know,
XB
pretty.
was the
XB
that
was the toaster on
four-door
wheels.
box.
Yes, it
Okay.
was the Honda Element Fighter, the Happy Meal on
Yeah.
wheels, as my buddy called him.
And then the Scion, what is it, TC or something like
Basically,
that?
Toyota Celica, pretty much. Yeah, touring coupe as
Yeah.
they call it, but it was pretty much a Celica that was hella heavy with doors.
5 speed or whatever. I don't know if it was five. I don't remember if it was 5 speed or 6 speed, but I
I
remember
think
at
it
a
first
piece of
came out with
time,
five
like
speed, and then it might have came six.
I remember for a piece of time, like you were really seeing like them Scions, SBs and TCs on the road heavy.
Bro, they had the sales on a chokehold for a while, like the whole like just
Mm-hmm.
cars in general because they were affordable. And this is before
Mm-hmm.
I think I know why because this is before Kia and Hyundai got their popular push because it was like what 96, probably like what 6 years before Scion came out. The affordable car was the Kia Sophia, the PT Cruiser, all that stuff, Dodge Neon. It was at
Yeah,
the it
Dodge Neon
yeah,
was definitely one of those affordable cars. So I could vividly remember like brochures for Dodge Neons, like 9 grand, 10 grand, brand new. Like what?
dude.
9 grand,
This
ten
is
grand,
yeah,
brand new
because this is
cars.
right at the end of the era of the '90s cars when the 2000 models came out. So if you had '97 plus to 2000, you were the shit with like Integra Type R, which is a different
Mm-hmm.
legend of its own at that point. And America did something fantastic at that point, which you know I don't even know if they can do at this point. They made the Rice Fighters, Cobalt SS,
Mm-hmm.
Dodge Neon,
Mm-hmm.
Neon SRT Neon, not Dodge,
Mm-hmm.
but SRT Neon, and then we had what was it Cobalt SS, and then the Ford Focus SVT, bro. Like if you had a Ford
Mm-hmm.
Focus SVT ZX3 back in the
Yeah,
day,
those are
oh
very
my
nice.
gosh, those things
My
would
boy
go.
Carl had one. My boy
Mm-hmm.
Carl had one, and he
Mm-hmm.
had one with 100 shot, and they were pretty quick. It was pretty quick.
Bro, you just got 100 shot nitrous because nitrous was a big thing back then. Before everybody
Mm-hmm.
was turboing their stuff, there was LSV Tech, all that good stuff back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Or you would just NA build your Hondas back then, and now everything's so much forced induction, so much power just to do nothing these days. It's
Yeah,
crazy
it's
because now
true.
now look at all these cars. The successor to the ITR is the Civic Type R, forced induction. How does Honda go from a high
All
revving
motor.
fun NA high revving fun driving car with the ITR slash Civic Type R back in the day to something that needs turbo. Which don't get me wrong, you have to have it to compete these days. The Cobalt, the Ford Focus came back as an RS, which was now turbo instead
Turbo.
of NA again.
Mm-hmm.
The Cobalt SS never came back. Closest thing we got to, I would say, Cobalt SS. This is going to be a long shot. Is the
Chevy
ATS
Cruze.
Chevy Cruze? They,
Chevy Cruze is turbo too. It came turbo, NA and turbo.
yeah. That and I would say I know this is a long shot, but the
The
because
Cadillac
this the
ATS.
Cadillac ATS because they made a
Okay.
sport model of that. It was still cheaper than a
Mm-hmm.
CTS at the time, and I
Mm-hmm.
think those are front wheel drive too, and they came stick shift.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys,
Mm-hmm.
in the comment section. But
Mm-hmm.
that was your front wheel drive kind of like, hey, I want to compete with the Lexus version or the Acura version or the Infinity version of those cars of this time. So the Mallet, like you said, the what is it, the Cruise, and then I would say the ATS would be more competing in the Lexus Acura Infinity kind of bracket.
And
But again, people slept on those shits.
I wouldn't fault Honda
Hmm.
in a sense because here's what we're speaking against, right?
Hmm.
Toyota lack of like
Anything.
initiative to try to even try something, right?
Hmm.
Honda's just like, okay, I'm gonna give you a platform that has a little bit more power and just overall better than everything else that we've produced. Okay, we're gonna give you a turbo 4 cylinder now. Like, bro, Toyota don't even want to give you a turbo 4 cylinder
Nah, bro. I was on lunch one
at
day
all.
and I walked next door to the Kia dealership to see what they have. And the Kia Forte.
Everything over there turbo.
Yeah, they had the Kia Forte over there, which you remember when the Kia Forte came out, it looked like the Honda Civic, so I called it the Kia Civic because they both came in
Yeah.
that weird like meteor gray color metallic they called
Mhm.
it. Like that weird
Mhm.
body style back in 2016, 2017 the Civic had that you
Mhm.
don't see anymore. And I'm like, bro, they got a Kia Forte Sport with a 2.0 turbo and a 6-speed transmission.
Yeah, everything
Yes,
turbo
it's
over
front
there.
wheel
Yeah.
drive, but I'm like, where is this in the Corolla?
Yeah.
Give us
Mhm.
the FRS slash BRZ, which is a Corolla still in a sense, A86. The BZR didn't even have, the BZR Corolla didn't even have the what is it, the AE11 111 I think it is or whatever it is.
Right.
We didn't get those, and they're still lackluster. They look cool, don't get me wrong, but
Hmm.
lackluster. And it's just like, man, if Kia is doing that, and speaking on
They
that,
could more than do it.
yeah, and speaking on that Scion thing, like I think Honda and Hyundai really missed the mark with not taking the jump or leap of faith they should have around 2010 when the economy was bad with the vehicles with gas and all that stuff. So like 2 years after like the economy crashed with the
Hmm.
houses and everything and the cars, Hyundai, I think they were talking about Genesis. And I'm like, bro, you guys need to make Genesis a brand. But they're dumbasses. They made Genesis a car. And I'm thinking
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
bro, you guys could have started fresh because nobody knows, even as car guys, don't 100% know what a Genesis is or how it's related to Hyundai or Hyundai. Sorry, let me
Right.
sound Korean.
Hmm.
And that could have been a fresh start for them with some awesome cars because look at them now. They're kicking butt. And the
Hmm.
thing is, too, every time you see a Genesis, you're like, oh, what kind of Infinity Mercedes is that? You break your neck trying to
Yeah.
figure out what
It
Mercedes
has
it is
potential.
and what Infinity it is. Then you realize, like, oh,
What
it's a Hyundai.
Infinity, Lexus,
What
or Range
Infinity,
Rover,
Lexus, or Range Rover is that? You look at it like, oh yeah,
or
it's Genesis.
Jaguar? Throw Jaguar in there
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you a fag you are, and you know what I mean. And it's just you trying to figure out what car this is. Then you're like, okay, and it's just like they missed the mark on that one. In Honda, this is a toss up because the third gen NSX, if you want to call the non pop up and down headlights one, the second generation, for those about you that are car sensitive, they should do the HSV10, bro. 010. They didn't do that. They were going to make
Hmm.
an NSX that was a V10, but they figured, hey, with the economy, we can't do it. I was, bro, and when I tell you, I was on the internet, I was at Barnes and Noble every month for the new issue to come out with more information on that car. I was doing it. Hoping for it to come out. Never did. But here's the thing too, like you said, with Toyota not even coming out with anything. Now, I've always said Toyota should have made the Prius C a Prius coupe because you
Yeah.
can have a
Prius, I could
sporty
have seen with a four-cylinder
a
turbo
four cylinder
Prius or
turbo.
something.
Think about it, 4 cylinder
Hmm.
turbo electric. Toyota's been doing electric cars, hybrid cars since '99, right? We got
Right.
26 years under our belt, and then on top of that, the HS 050, no, the TS 050. It was an electric car, a hybrid car. That's a track car. They had some learning curves. Learning curves. Okay, the battery's dying out. Lights are flashing. Okay, how come we can't start the race with this car? Boom. Figured out what the problem was. It was dominating, bro. So this car, I would say, is probably up there with the Toyota One when it comes to racing for like its tier like GT racing cars. I'm not talking about the GT 500. I'm talking about GT racing cars for specific shit. And
Right.
they made the HS. I'm sorry, the TS 050 and the 051. Both were successful hybrid racing cars. And Toyota, what did Toyota do with that tech? Nothing. So it's like, how is
It's
Honda
sad.
gonna make an Acura that is hybrid twin turbo V6? That sounds like something up Toyota's. That should have
Um,
been up Toyota's. That should have been the Mark V Supra 10 years ago. Period.
yeah. Yeah. I think even hold on, I'm in my spare room. I think they missed the mark on um the MK5 as well too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the sales were lackluster because they're like people probably like, yo, listen, Toyota, you're like fucking 15 years late, 10 years late with this car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is too, like look at Honda for example. What is Honda? What's the archetype for a Honda? You buy a K20, you buy the new engine, you put it in the old car because the cars weigh like a grain of sand, right? And now you got a rocket.
Right.
What does Nissan do? You take the new cars, you put the old RB in it, and it goes. What does Toyota do? You take the new cars, you put the old 2JZ, and it goes. And now it's just like people are realizing what these VQs can do, and it's you don't need a
Yeah.
whole lot. What happened to the
Right.
days in like 2012, 2014, when like the 370Z was still new and people were still modifying the 350 for power? Hey, let me put a
Right.
supercharger kit, make about 400 horsepower. That's all you needed. Just a little bump for more torque and a little bit extra scoop because most of these people, Nissan drivers understand. You're in town. You're going to be on the highway for a little while or you're in SoCal unfortunately. You're going to get pulled the fuck over. So it's like where can I really use this power? And it's just like BMW guys, same thing, 2014, 2015. What were they doing? I bought an M5. It's powerful enough as is, but let me throw a supercharger kit to bump up that low end torque. And it's already a great driving car, so it doesn't need much. Okay,
Right.
cool. I got I got the 6 series, same thing. Let me fix my rod bearings or whatever the problem is with that car, the bearings with that V10. If you don't fix those, you're spending
Right.
5 grand to fix it. Uh and next thing you know, that was a great car. Think about it, bro. A V freaking 10 in a long ass big body coupe. Like how amazing was that to drive like an M6 back in 2014 when
And
it
the
was new?
M5, bro.
M5 as well.
And the M5 too. Yeah,
And
the M5
and this is
had
why I
the
asked Toyota guys,
V10.
you know, you guys are so quick to judge BMW this and that. But again, let's take it 10 years in the past. What were Toyota guys doing to modify their cars? Adding really great, really gay brights, RGB lights to their Camrys, to their Corollas,
I
having
think we're still
Fox
stuck on the
springs.
Supra.
Yeah, pretty much. Still stuck on the
Still
Supra.
stuck on the Supra and the 1J, 2J.
You can't
Um
move forward. You guys are out here rocket bunnying your FRSs at the time too. It's not
right.
supposed to be a fast car, it's a handling car, so let me go ahead and cut this car up and make the handling suspension geometry worse. Like, make it make
Or
sense, bro.
pull out a four banger
Mm-hmm.
and put in a fucking iron inline six.
Yeah,
That
let
should
me.
make it
Hey,
better.
hey. I know they want. I know they want it balanced with this car, but let me throw a one JZ in this and just say it's the Supra that Toyota should have made. Like, no, bro. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, Supra needs its whole proportions. Like, Supra needs a whole redesign from scratch if
Yeah.
it's gonna keep the inline six. Like, don't get me wrong. Like the long hood and all that good stuff, it works. But as somebody with an SC and has driven Supras as well, like when you break in those cars, they want to just nosedive forward, and
Oh yeah.
that's the weight of the JZ. Period. And it's just to me the SC400 makes so much sense. Like they knew what they had an idea of what they were doing, but they didn't know how solid it was. Like I would all day drop the heritage of the inline six for the Soar for the V8.
In a
Why?
perfect world,
In a perfect world, because at the
in
end
a
of the
perfect
day,
world,
mhm,
and I was adding to your point, in a perfect world, in a perfect scenario, um, if I didn't already have this 2J,
mhm,
because I don't want it to sit on the engine stand, much longer,
mhm.
I definitely would have put even a 4.3 liter 1UZ in here
See
behind the 5 speed.
the thing is,
You
I
see
feel like
already,
with
I
UZs, mhm,
drilled it out already. And shit, I'm not even sure if you're gonna see it, but actually supposed to put the spring back on for the brake pedal.
brake pedal and everything. Okay, watch out for that
Yeah,
daddy long
but
leg right there.
yeah,
He's just chilling dead.
chilling, dead. I'm sure you can see the pedals now. So
Hmm.
clutch,
I
brake,
see. Yeah,
and that's a drive by wire pedal. So essentially, the car needs to get like shampooed and cleaned out.
in time, bro.
Basically, have everything here.
You got it in climate control area. Other than cleaning up the spider webs and making sure there's no spiders in there by the time you're done, like just get it going
Yeah.
right. Once you get everything electronically running as driving, just do a whole tear down of the interior, shampoo, clean the bottom. You'll be fine. You know what I mean? But I feel like with how heavy these Lexus and Toyota cars are in general, how heavy they are, whether it be the
Hmm.
Supra, whether it be other cars, it needs that torque to move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because back in 0608, when the SC430 was new, on those shitty ass run flat tires, you know what we used to do back in the day at the runs? Okay, G35's up. G35 makes more power and all this good stuff, but not as much torque as the SC with the V8. And you would just drop your PSI down to like 33, 35. You would get a better grip off the launch, and by that time you had a little bit of power. That torque kicked in. Those G35s couldn't keep up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was pretty much it. And it's just you got to basically Sean Musa with these cars. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody's talking about, oh, I got pre 96, 95 and older. I got thick rods, but how many of you are using the
You
thick
know,
rods to your benefit? And the thing is
none.
too, the thing that blows my mind is when you do something, whether you build something, don't you want to make sure you do it thoroughly? Now, I'm on the
That's my
opposite
fault,
side of the
bro.
spectrum. I do the aero and cosmetic kind of thing, right? And you guys do the performance. So I would say we're on the same spectrum, just on different sides. Like
Right.
if I'm going to build headlights, I'm going to buy the headlights from factory. spend 3.5 grand, spend another 1,500 on the ballast to get it work, figure out the wiring, cut it to where see hope it fits after I measured it. So it makes me wonder, like when you do performance stuff, I get it, certain parts cost an X amount of price. I'm in the same boat. If you're gonna have to do pistons and rods or whatever at that point, just do it. Get down to the nitty gritty with that engine. I mean, trust me, I get scared too, open up these headlights, and it's just like sometimes these performance guys, I don't get them. They're like, oh, bro, I might send you my headlights to open them up. I'm too scared. And I'm just thinking, bro, you got a T500 Magnum ZF transmission in your shit you did by yourself and you swapped your engine. But yet you're too much of a bitch to open up your headlights. Like, am I overthinking this? Or
Um,
you know what I mean? Like,
I
it's cakewalk to
wouldn't
me.
say overthinking it. I wouldn't say overthinking it. Thinking it because I have my moments where, like for an example, I'll be like, yo, Mikkel, yeah, I want you to do this shit for me because maybe I'm in my head and perhaps I'll somehow find a way to like fuck this up. For you, it's just like, yo, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But I'll think nothing of like, let's say, pulling out an engine
Yeah.
and just doing that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
It comes,
So
I get it. It comes natural to you. Okay, that makes sense. I was just
yeah,
making sure. I had to think about that for. I'm like, you know what? It's different
no, no,
strokes,
no,
different
no.
folks. It's like,
Yeah,
I could be out here jump roping all day looking easy, and I see you out here riding a bike, and I'm like, damn, how's he riding that bike? Show me how. And you're like, oh, whoa, show me how to jump rope. You know what I mean? So
right.
I get it at that point. That's what I used to think, but now I realize, you know what? This ain't their norm. This ain't their thing, and it's just
Nah,
one thing I've grown to understand over time is like, kind of how somebody has to work at McDonald's. Somebody has to sweep the
yeah,
floor, somebody has to mop the floor, somebody has to clean the bathrooms. It's kind of like these positions within our community. Like somebody has to do aero, somebody has to do lighting,
yeah.
somebody has to do interior, sound, whatever it may be in performance.
Everybody can't do everything.
Exactly. And the thing is too, like I feel like a lot of these guys, they just think performance or nothing at this point. They don't have a respect for anybody else doing anything because I don't
But it
mean
was never
this.
like that before, though.
Yeah, it wasn't like that before. Everybody had their own little expertise, I
Lane.
guess you could say.
Hmm.
Expertise or lane, yeah, their expertise in what they did. And now everybody's just 97 plus, 1J, 2J, and it's just like, bro, like you guys are still following a 30-year-old write up and still being broken and boosted. Like, am I missing something here? You know what I mean? Like, you buy.
Here's the good part that I
Hmm.
could say through it all. Yeah, and I'm gonna interject myself
Go ahead.
in this shit. Through it all, I'm glad I was able to at least get boosted running and driving, and actually got a chance to enjoy it, even though it was a short stint, short run. But I
Definitely.
got at least a chance to do it. There's many of us, unfortunately, just didn't get a chance, bro, because our boosted ambitions kind of ruined the whole experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's just me keeping it a buck.
I think it's everybody wants whatchamacallit. Everybody wants too much these days because the big numbers get you attention. We are in an
Hmm.
era where if you're not fast or your car's not expensive, you don't get respect. It's
Yeah,
the participation trophies, the late Gen Zers, they've grown up and they don't know how to interact with people. They don't know how to respect something unless it costs a lot of money because some of them
which
don't know
is
how to make.
weird.
Some of them, cause think about it, some of them don't know how to make money other than get a job and an hourly job, whatever. Like we were on the phone a while ago and I told you like most of these guys don't understand how businesses work. Which do you think they've ever
Works,
tried
yeah.
to? Do you think they ever tried to run a business? Probably not. And if you failed in some sort, then you should have some understanding of a business. Not saying you don't understand business, but if you failed, that means you obviously tried, but something either that business wasn't meant for you or you couldn't get the clientele to keep you afloat at the moment. And it's just
Moment, right?
people don't understand what it takes to make something or what it takes to be great at
Boost,
something.
bro. Boost.
Ooh,
Boost, bro.
hell yeah. Like what it takes to be great at something.
Boost.
There's no need to be like
Mhm.
Michael Jordan. Hey, I'm practicing from 9 to 11 p.m., 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. to just work on my hook shot today, work on my three throws today because daddy said, hey, you don't have to compete. You can just, as long as you're having fun, that's it. And you get a trophy. So there's no need to really work for something. And then on top of that, the internet went from a place to, search and have fun. Like, hey, yeah, let me hop on the internet so I can dive and explore it. Instead of using an encyclopedia, I can look up whatever I want. I can learn how
Right.
a video game is made. I can learn how, somebody at National Geographic, what their day is like. Now it's just like, hey, The internet recognizes what I do and they give me everything. So you just are fed what you want without even asking. So that's why everybody's like,
Right.
please link, give me this. And it's just, where
Yeah.
was it? I'm trying to find the post right now. But Brian Whedon, if you guys don't know about him, he's an OG in the SC community, has a really well, nicely built NASC
Yeah, yeah.
300.
His car is definitely track ready,
Yep. And it's like,
action packed ready
he made a post
car.
yesterday about a Toyota Soar from the Heisei era, which is like the 90s era, right? And that Toyota Soar had a 1JZ with what, 380 horsepower was all it had?
Yeah.
Nothing major. Nothing major.
Hmm.
And it's just, you can do a lot with a 380 horsepower vehicle. But at
Yeah.
the end of
People
the day,
sleep on
mm-hmm,
380 horsepower because for a Jay-Z,
it's for a Jay Z, so that's not enough. You're only, like, think about it. You can literally troll somebody saying, "Oh, you're only 1 3/10 of what a Jay Z does." It sounds like nothing. You know
yeah,
what I mean? But at the end of the day,
400 400 foot-pounds of torque, even if he did 380,
mm-hmm,
because I'm pretty sure at 380, he's definitely doing like 380 or 400 foot-pounds of torque.
yep,
So even at 400 foot-pounds of torque with 380 horsepower, which is damn near 400 horsepower,
mm-hmm,
to me, I know a lot of these fast guys will be, oh, that's not enough. To me, that's
it's not.
plenty
And the
because
question is, not
if
enough
I
for
got
what?
this, yeah, if I got this Mark II here and it being auto with a shitty A340, and for what it is, it's pretty peppy and pretty quick to me. Yeah, 400 horsepower damn near in a five-speed car is plenty, bro. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of these guys, they be talking, bro. They're not really out here. Like they're not. They either don't wrench on their cars or some shop is gonna wrench on it for them,
That
stuff
too.
like that.
And I think, like, taking that away from people building in general is why a lot of people, if you
Hmm.
look on the internet, look on Instagram, it's always people asking dumb questions, having to be corrected as rage bait, in a sense, to where it's like, oh, hey man, how does, does that fall off when you drive? Like, bro, let me show you how it works right quick. That's
Yeah.
why a lot of content is that way. Maybe it's just me, I'm seeing that dumb content, but it's a lot of dumb
So what
people
Hope
asking
said, let
questions.
me show you how to do this, son.
Yeah, 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 pretty much. And it's
Show you how
just,
to do this, son. You
mm-hmm.
bum. It's for real.
I can't
It's true
find it.
though.
I even searched up Brian's name and I can't find it. But it was a Vertex kitted red vehicle. If you guys have seen it, it's in the SC300 owners page, and it's just crazy. Like, even right now, like,
Actually,
right now, what is there to look forward to when it comes to like the SC stuff? Marty's project, and then Bando San's car when he's about to set another record. And even him,
I think,
he's running a what, a 1.5J, I think it is, which I'm a big fan of those.
yeah,
Like that. Like, I like those, but at the same time, doesn't one Jay Z have bad head flow? Haha, get it? That old thread that's
yeah,
like 400 pages long.
yeah. I think even like for me, like I think like you said earlier, I'm cool with like looking at what everybody else is doing. I
Hmm.
don't think what I'm doing right now should help no one or hardly anyone because what I'm doing now, it has already been done a gazillion amount of times. Unless you're just asking me specifics about my car, then yeah. I don't see the point of, to me lately, of like maybe documenting or even showing a car because you always got some know-it-all or some idiot that's not bringing nothing to the table that just want to comment or say some dumb shit.
Oh, for
And
sure, bro.
truthfully, I don't got time for that shit.
I've been
These
there,
days,
bro.
I don't got time for that shit.
And that's why I don't
So,
really post document much anymore, is dealing with a lot of
mm-mm,
goofballs. It's like people asking questions,
yeah,
like these people that failed open book test. It's like, you'll tell exactly what you did in the video, what tools you use, what your blood type is, in like the first minute of the video, and somebody will be in the comment section, "Hey, bro, uh, what blood type are you?"
what's your blood type?
Like, bro, did you at the 45-second marker, if you watched and listened to the video, and it just really makes you wonder, are these people's attention spans so far blown out these days? You know what I mean? And on top of that, it's like, every time you post something that you're doing, oh, that can't be done. You can't do it, bro. They said that with a spindle grill. Guess
Yeah,
what? I did it. I went to the dealership. I measured up and down on the donor cars, my car, figured out how to make it fit, found two cars that could have potentially worked, stuck with one, ordered the parts, played it by tune as I went. And then it's like, oh, you can't do that, bro. So it's at this point, what's the point of posting progress when
yeah,
people don't even understand your vision? Everybody in the SC community or SOAR community, They just know how to do addition and subtraction. That's their thing. Replace things. Hey, I'm adding this to it or I'm taking this away from it. That's why nobody has division. You know what I mean? Because they can't see anything because they don't
And
have the vision. And it's
and for
just like,
me,
bro. Mm-hmm.
and I was about to add, it's like for me, they'll probably know me as like, oh, I remember seeing that name, or I don't know this guy. And it's just like, not because you didn't see me in a group, that mean I wasn't here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Even what's my guy name? He's in Cali too. What's his name? I think they own a gas station.
AJ?
You know what I'm talking about? AJ. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
AJ. AJ was super active in the group
Yeah, he
at
was.
one time. You know what I mean? He had his car, sold it, got back another one,
Mm-hmm.
was looking to sell the other car. He decided to keep it. And I'm just like, yo, these are dudes that's been around.
Oh
Been
no,
around.
for sure, definitely. And it's just, I see why the OGs before us, why they just kind of stopped posting. Not only do they just grow up, but I'm pretty sure we had our own bunch of BS we bought to the group that they weren't doing. And it's just,
Yeah.
look at what they did. What is it? Oh shit, I forgot to mention, like Jimmy Mack too. He be doing some bomb ass builds.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Jimmy Mack, yeah, he's,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, like I
Yeah.
hate to say this, Jimmy, if you're watching, but I'm kind of new to what you do, and I want to get you on here to kind of figure out what your story is. Like, I see your cars, I've spoken with you a few times, but I'm not 100% versed in who you are and what you do 100%. And I would love to get him on here next.
Yeah.
And it's just
Even
his
Jimmy
stuff is
Mack would be nice.
good grief.
Jimmy Mack, I think Peruse would be nice too.
I could probably
Even
meet Peruse
AJ.
in person.
Yeah, Peruse. Oh, I'm standing out the frame. Peruse, AJ. Um,
How serious would
I
AJ be
think
though? Because
Brian too.
AJ be trolling every now and then. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
used to talk to him. I know he has a kid now and all that good stuff too. But between
right.
life and now, I don't really find time to like check up on the SC homies like I used to. You know what I mean? Even Peruse has got a
Even
lady
Cam
now.
too. Yeah, even Cam too. I speak to Peruse every now and then. I think even Cam too. I think
I don't
Cam
know if Cam would give
would
me as
be.
much. I think Cam would, but Cam's so invested in his business right now, it's even hard to get a hold of him to ask him about how's the business going. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think if I,
sometimes I game with Cam.
yeah,
Sometimes I game with him. So sometimes like it depends. Like you just hit him up, ask him what his schedule like, and I'm pretty positive Cam will squeeze you in. Cam,
yeah, I could
even
probably,
Brian too.
yeah,
Whedon.
Brian might be decent. I think I could get who else? Like I said, Peruse I could do in person probably. Worst case scenario over the thing. Um,
Right.
Cruise is cool people. There's a few SC guys local to me, but I just don't be fucking with new people like that. Like people always want to,
Right.
people are. They're just weirdos. They always want to talk about shit behind your back, and all of a sudden, once you're around, they want to use your name to like, hey, we're gonna have a meet. Oh, Mikkel's gonna be there. Like, bro, you don't even know me. You just
I
ask
mean,
dumb shit like, what's your fitment, bro? What's your fitment?
Buddy from you know where would have been perfect too.
I could have, yeah.
Um, it's just it's just the politics that makes it weird. You know what I mean?
No,
Just
it
like yo,
is.
here's a cause for a right cause, and everybody tapping in to like yo speak on their personal experience. Because even for me, the SE, it was a nice getaway, man. It's a car that I've grown to see on the road. Adults in my community had it. Um, Separate from it being famous, I just liked how the body lines were, and it's a long ass coupe. It's literally like should have been a four-door coupe, but it's really like a four-door, two-door car. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean,
is.
Mikhail?
Yeah, it's an oddly big coupe for what it is because
Yeah,
I used to take this thing on trips, and then like especially when I first met Erica and I had to pick her up from Japan, like the SC fit
right,
her luggage in there, and like
right,
women don't pack light, so
right,
being able to get here, carry the luggage, and then on top of that, like being able to handle a rear facing car seat, it was able to do that, fit us three in there when I needed the SC to be the warrior for that. You know what I mean? Going to
right,
the hospital, coming back, all that good stuff. I didn't drive it home from when she was born, but like when we needed to, she threw up one night, and like, your first time parent, you see your kid throw up
right,
and
right.
like this red stuff come out, and you're just thinking,
What
what
the
is
hell?
that? What is that? What's going on with this kid?
Right,
You don't know what to do. You can't. There's no diagnostic port, nothing. So we run to the ER that night
right,
because she's all tore up, and she just needed the rest after throwing up, and you know, found out months later, like, hey, we give her a certain type of Tylenol with a red dye in it. She just rejects that shit like
right.
took a few other
Mm-hmm.
times of like throwing up on the bed and waking us up in the
Right.
middle of the night.
To get it.
Yeah, to get it. And it's just like,
Right,
the SC was there for those times where we had to go. And it's just like, I'm like, hey, I need to raise this car. All these speed bumps going to the doctor's office or, go to the doctor late night, whatever it may be. SC was there too when Erica was pregnant, bro. We were down the
Right.
highway doing 130, bro. I was gone. Took me like 15
Coasting.
minutes to get down to the hospital where
Coasting.
I needed to go. Your car's
Coasting.
slow though, N8, bro. My car's gone faster than your broken and boosted shit's gone in the last 5 years.
And
Stop.
and and that's my point. And that's my point. I feel for me it's just like it was, even though it's not the fastest, I
Hmm.
really did enjoy like driving a NA SE for those
Hmm.
same exact reasons.
Yeah, it it
Where it's
it
just like,
it
oh, it's
it can get
reliable,
up to
gets the
speed
job
once it
done.
gets speed. And the thing is too,
Right,
speaking on that, like my buddy Will's like, bro, your car's still slow, and I'm like, well, your car's still broken and boosted. And
right.
I said, bro, let me ask you this. I was living in Japan for 2 years, right? How is my car in America where I'm not, but it still got more miles seen within the last 2 years than your car has? Dude
Right,
got so mad. Like, how is my car being driven by somebody else more in a year than your car's seen in the
right.
last 8? And I'm just like, Will, I love you,
Eight,
but
yeah.
damn, bro. All these broken and boosted dudes talking all that shit. Oh, Mikhail, your car's slow. You'll be out of the game soon because your shit's slow. People are gonna make fun of you. You're gonna sell it. I'm like, nah, bro. My car's actually being
And
driven.
and
All those
that's what it
SC Kings
is.
dudes.
And that's what it is. Like for me, it's just like it's not even about being fast. For me, it's just like functionality is outweighs everything. For
I think
me,
just
if
sharing
I
the car and is sharing your
mhm,
passion in a way that's unique to you. You know what I mean?
to
Like,
me, yeah,
not just that, but being able to say, "Hey, I want to share a car of my pic. I want to share a picture of my car." Stepping back, trying to get some sort of composition when you take your picture to show the full car instead of just like the front fender. Like, "Hey guys, look at my car. I just washed it." Like, bro, I can't see
yeah,
shit. Like, what's going on?
mhm.
Like that separate. Like that alone separates you already. Like being able to take a good picture of your car to share it, and then like having good audio if you record a video. Like you want to show us like your car sounds on startup, but you're not going to put a microphone near the exhaust tips or parallel to it
Tips,
or on the
yeah,
ground or something like that. You're going to set your phone on the floor, which it works, but too far away to where microphone don't pick up the full sound of it, especially if it's NA.
sound for
And it's just there's so other better ways to do this. And one thing I feel these days is when you have passion for this car, it's a threat to those that are just enjoyers of the car. And I'm pretty sure you see it.
or the attention the
I
car brings.
exactly because it's like I say this because I'm one of those people that like to share my passion. I could give a fuck about anybody in this car community if I don't know you. If Even if we're cool, like you mean you're cool. Yeah, I'm worried about you. But at the end of the day, if you push your car, cool. I'm not mad at you broken and boosted. I know you'll get it running in one day, and I hope you do. And honestly, I wish I could be there to actually experience and learn a thing or two while you get the engine set up because I definitely got a lot to learn
Right,
in that department. And
right.
it's just like when you're able to share your passion, you think people would like like people get inspired by it, but they won't directly tell you.
Hmm.
Some of them will.
No, no, no. I've seen that too.
They'll
I've
tell
seen that
you
a lot.
when the others aren't watching because they don't want to know that you fuck with that person that's inspiring other people because that's taking attention away from them. I've seen it. And it's just like,
What they say.
oh, there you go. Mm.
So I know I spoke about it earlier, but probably think like, oh, you don't got shit. Like,
Oh,
oh, it's
he
here.
got it. And he said he locked and loaded, guys. And it's just
Yeah,
like when you
it's
get
here.
this attention, you're some of a threat, bro, to the other people that
Hmm.
feel like, oh, I got the perfect 97 plus SC slash SOAR with a GTE swap. Why do you like his bullshit that he made something instead of looking at my car because it's the perfect example of what it should be? When at the end of the day, these guys fail to realize like messing with these cars and figuring out your own style is always the way to go. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, how are people like this one dude's like, oh, Mikkel, you need to find your own, you need to stay in your own lane. I'm like, bitch, like, if I want it to be in your lane, I'd throw on 97 plus. If I wanted to be in your lane, I'd 1J or 2JZ GTE swap my car.
Oh, no, 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 no,
You
no,
know what I
not
mean?
even.
If I
Telling you
wanted
to
to,
big
I'd be
2J.
doing, yeah, exactly. Don't no peasant engine 1J, right? I stick with the
Yeah,
2J,
big 2J.
big 2J, and
Big 2J.
it's just at that point to where I'm done speaking about it because unless you've actually gotten this far with doing something, and take that far with a grain of salt, guys. If you share your passion this far to where you get some sort of traction and notability, those people that aren't getting the notability for their following a write up from Club Lexus 30 years ago ain't getting it. you are now the target of, hey, this person is not a good person because they're taking the attention away from me. How can we make them a bad person? Let's go talk shit on their page. And when they talk shit
Oh,
back,
Kareem too. Kareem Benton will be another one too.
hey, I'm worried about him. He kind of disappeared. I ain't heard from him in a
Kareem,
few weeks, and some random person messaged me, "Hey, you seen Kareem?" Not to put his business out there, you know what I mean? But
yeah, probably should tap in and see if you could get onto him. But he would have been another a pretty good fit too.
Marco would be Mark.
Random
I
thing.
can get a hold of Marco. I can get a hold of B boy Johnny. He's in Sacramento where I used to work. I haven't even met that fool yet. There is also Kevin 1 of 120. He's an OG as well. I mean, 1 of 120. You probably know what I'm talking about. He has a 97 plus
Yeah,
with stick shift, and his plate is 1 of 120. I could probably track him down. I think
Kevin is an Asian guy.
he's an Asian guy with a green. I think he's got the Imperial, not the Jade. I think it's Imperial is the
Okay.
later year, right? Imperial Green, 97 plus SC. He actually worked at the same place a guy my mom was dating at the time, and that's how I'm like, what? Wow, freaking small world. You know what I mean? So he probably works at the same
450 pump.
Napa. I think I got his phone number. I gotta look for it. But yeah, I got a decent amount of SC and Sword dudes in my contacts in the back of my pocket. There's also Derek White. I
OEM.
want to get on here too. Derek had an SC back in the day, if you remember Gina.
Yeah.
He has a Supra now and all that good stuff, Mark V, and that's going to be a conversation for later because him and I both agree that the Mark V Supra is getting shat on for no reason. But let's just put it this way, and I'm gonna say it now. I guarantee you, in another 5 to 10 years, when the Supra is more available, all the attention it's getting now is going to be the opposite. All of a sudden, it's a great car because it's affordable.
Yeah. Oh,
All
for
of a
sure.
sudden,
It's
people
for
have something
no,
to
for
say
sure.
about it because they actually experienced it instead of saying it's just a BMW.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
So I have a OEM. So this is the OEM. So this is one of the last ones that I got from Drift Motion, like almost 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Shift the bezel. And I have the original one from '92 in here as well. I'm trying to get this tape off, but struggling right now. All right, there I go. If I could pop this open. So I'm not no guy that's just with boosted aspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Like my car was actually boosted, ran, made power, and here the hell I am. So I could literally put a new boot on this one because I kept
Oh, you kept everything,
little
huh? The
trim
little
piece.
retainer
Yeah.
trim. Yeah,
hmm
yeah,
And this is the other one. I only covered it because it has like all those scratches and shit on it.
yeah.
So I had carbon fiber wrap this literally over 10 years ago.
Very nice,
Um, and then here's the the actual OEM new one that I got from Drift Motion a long time ago.
bro. Somebody sold their factory 5 speed Bazelle for like 400, $500 on eBay not too long ago.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
were laughing, but it sold.
yeah.
And I'm like, you know what?
Look,
He's got a point.
look at that mint,
Oh,
no scratches,
nice.
brand spanking
With
new
the boot too. Yeah, man.
with the boot.
I took off my OEM 5 speed Bazelle. I put on the Corn Carbon one, and then I found a shift knob from a Scion TC, and I put that in my car. I mean, if it
Yeah,
fits, it fits and feels nice because our shift knob. I just put mine. I cleaned it. I put some little protectant on it, leather. Moisturize that shit. I just wrapped it up and
it's
put
just
it away.
the package, the what do you call it? Bubble wrap thingy it comes in. It
Bubble wrap.
faded.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the part number and stuff is still on it. But
there you
yeah,
go,
OEM brand spanking new. Plus with the original one. So I still
bro.
got parts of my car. No,
Nah, I
people
feel
don't
you,
make no
bro.
mistakes.
Like I was going through some parts I was buying somewhere between 2016 and 2017 when I made the spindle grill, and I'm like, bro, did I really buy this shit like that long ago? Some lights and stuff that I got. I'm like, bro, I need to get this shit together. I've been slacking, but life hits. Life hits,
And
and
I
it's
told you
just,
about that the other day.
yep, life
It
hits,
hits and it
bro.
hits hard.
Yeah. So to all you guys out there that are still fortunate enough to be in that selfish, I do what I want. I am me. I'm single. Enjoy that stuff because once you have more responsibilities beyond mortgage, taking care of your car, taking care of yourself, uh,
This is a privilege.
you know,
This is a privilege to still
be able to do this.
being able to do this stuff and still having to adult by paying for somewhere where you live, like a mortgage or whatever. It's not like a right or anything. So this is another spare one that I had too.
Bro, just keep that away from heat. Heat is the killer of these. As long as you have
Oh
a
yeah, in here
sunshade
it's
or whatever,
dry and
I'm telling
cool.
you, it's dry and
In
cool.
here it's dry and cool.
Well,
Yeah.
I my cluster, knock on wood, over 200,000 miles. I haven't had to change it out yet. Sometimes on hot days, because it hits over 100 here, it'll bleed for a little while, but then it'll come back on. But I make sure my
Oh, and I
shit's
showed
cool.
you this earlier too. This is
Uh
a
huh.
Walbro 450.
Ooh, very nice.
So I had two of these. The other
Mm-hmm.
one that I had in the car because it was sitting in E85, I locked up. This is the one that was purchased after to get the car running
Mm.
again.
Now
I
let me ask
even
you this too. What word of
wiper
it?
blades.
Ooh, that's good. Hey, paint those and everything. You'll be good.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna refresh that. That was the whole point behind that. The cowls as well too. You know the black
Black out.
cowls for
Yeah.
the outside. I got
If
those. Even the fenders.
oh, you
These
got
are
the
the OEM fenders from my
for
'92.
the spruce. Yeah,
Yeah.
from the spruce one, right? Yeah.
hmm
So let me ask you this: if you
hmm
were to give a word of advice to the younger car generation, what would it be?
Word of advice is like, yo, stay steadfast. Don't give up. Do what you like and love what you do. Um, you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You could stay in your lane and just enjoy what you got going on, and don't let anybody else speed up your situation because it's not the end thing. At the end of the day, as long as you stick to doing what you like to do and stay in your lane and do it at your pace, you'll be fine.
Mm. Facts, 100%. And to build off of that, especially staying in your lane, to all you young guys watching, any guy in general watching these built in 10-minute videos, that shit is not true. Ooh, solid differential bushings, huh? Very
Bro, you
nice.
know how long I had these?
Long time for a while, huh? You got this from
You know
Brad
how long I
Wilson?
had these shit? Nah, I had bought
Not
this
that
from
long.
Sticky, but yeah, I can't tell shit even longer than that because I haven't seen Brad in a minute.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is some stuff that I have, um, and I'm sure as I keep going through boxes, I'm gonna keep finding random shit for. Yeah, see,
Yep.
I kid you not. See, this is something else. So was this dude. I forgot his name. He's in North Carolina.
Hmm.
This was supposed to be a part of the drive-by-wire kit that I would use and weld in a little 3-inch intercooler piping in the middle to
Hmm.
run the Nissan, the VQ throttle body.
Oh, okay.
Vlad, his name is Vlad. So I have this here as well.
Hmm.
So if this is something that you wanted to either, I don't know, give away, raffle off to somebody if they wanted to, maybe nobody wants it now because there's easier plug and play kits to buy.
Hey, everybody wants
But
easy these days. They don't want to work for nothing. You know how it goes. Hey, how hard is it? Hey, Mikkel, how hard is it? Like, bro, if you're worried about how difficult it is, because you're worried about the attention you'll get in return, that's the way
yeah,
things are these days. How hard is it for the attention I'll get in return? And building off
right.
what I previous said too, like you guys out there, younger guys, guys my age, younger, older, whatever it may be,
hmm
do not fall for these built in 10-minute videos. It doesn't happen like that.
Videos, yeah.
Like you are
hmm
going to see these guys that are well established in YouTube. I mean, if you think about it, let's say the TJ Hunt, the SOS Customs, you got to realize these guys are all on the same industrial suite. They can literally go to the
hmm
next shop next to them, throttle to, I think, yeah, throttle. I think Throttle and TJ Hunt are
Throttle's
next
another
door.
one.
They can go ahead and get these parts there, SOS Customs. And this is why it's important to network with people, not just always talk shit like you guys do. I get it. We're not in the fifth grade anymore. Network with people. This way you need a body shop. Guess what? You can go to SOS Customs like they do. Hey, you need somebody to build some stuff? Okay, we'll go to Throttle to help me build this or whatever it is. That's the wood grain one too, huh? For
Yeah, this
90
is from the
90
400.
98 plus. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah, this is a
Nice.
400.
So
Um,
get your stuff together and don't take your time. I mean, a lot of us guys, like I said, on a normal person's budget, on a normal person's 9 to 5,
right,
we've both like if you scroll through what we've done, look us both up, especially me. I've got over 3,000
right. No,
posts
he yeah,
on the
he got
gram,
way more.
and I've got
Right.
the YouTube videos. I show you how a normal person can do awesome things with this car by finding out what they're good at and just running with it. You know what I mean? You can balance life and
Original
cars.
original hood I get these
Oh,
are the
okay.
hood hinges.
Hood hinges, huh?
Yeah, I kept them just cuz I don't know. You never know if you'll ever need them.
It's OEM plus, bro. You need to go back to it.
This is the
Gas cap.
gas cap. Yeah. I mean, we all could use one of these. So I kept this from my original car. Even still got even the original battery tray. Didn't throw it away.
Oh, that yeah, keep that.
Um,
That's gonna be a keeper with the tube. Oh, definitely.
yeah. Um, I know, like, I don't want to dig this whole shit up right now, but
Hmm.
I know just in random boxes, there's a bunch of little knickknacks around here. I still got my intercooler, 3-inch intercooler, the core, even the what do you call those? The Fender well plastic pieces. Still got
Like the
those.
yeah, the garnish
The
right
Fender
there. Yeah, Fender
guards,
Fender
yeah.
wheel. Yeah, the Fender wheel girl. Yeah.
What is it? It's a shifter dozen. Um, I even still kept the cover, the ECU cover. Um, Still got like mad random shit like screws,
Yeah, screws and
sensors, and
everything on it. Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you never
I
know when
took
you'll need those.
whatever I
Those are
could
the
take.
best. Those are the best ones to keep.
Right. I still got more stuff in here. It's just that, oh, I showed you the radiator,
Hmm.
super fan shroud, MK4 seats, but there's more shit in here.
Yeah.
It's just timing and stuff. Actually,
Gotcha.
you see this lip right here? This
Uh
is
huh.
the SC400 lip.
Oh, you better polish
The
that shit up and
like the
ask for
92 to
600 for it, bro.
94.
You better polish that up and ask 600 for it.
It
Hell,
got a
hell,
crack in
bracket.
it. If somebody wants it, they could get it. Like
Send
they
it,
just
send
send
it,
me their
send it my
address and I
way.
mail it.
I'll plastic weld it and
All right.
sell it.
All right. Cool, cool. So, yo, no, no, no. I'm dead ass. Send me your address
Yeah, I got you.
and I'll put it in the mail and send it over to you.
Gotcha. But
Wrap it
hey,
up and mail it to you.
we're hitting like an hour and 7 minutes right now. So basically, guys, what I want to do with this podcast is just something I can pick up a guest. I want to bring back the old school late night talk show vibes. I guess mix that with a podcast of these days, I guess you could say, where I speak with a guest. We talk about whatever it is, whether it's cars, tech, whatever it is. I don't want to just be stuck in
Right.
that car field, but since this is what we know and this is what you guys follow me for, let's get you cars. Send me a message on either Instagram or leave a comment on this if you want to be the next guest. What I'm doing is, since I don't trust any new people with my phone number, I'll give you a Google Meets invite. We can do a video like this, or if you live close
Tap
to me
in.
in California somewhere, I'll get my camera. We can tap in and we can go ahead and do this and just do it in person. Now, the beauty of this is you can just take this on your commute, hook this up Bluetooth to your car phone, set your phone down, and just listen. You don't have to watch. I've been sitting at my
Right.
chair. He's been in the garage doing his thing, showing you some stuff as of later. So at the end of the day, you can just listen to our sexy ass voice. Ladies, if you're watching too, you need to get off. Just close your eyes and just listen. You got this. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it's just that's what this is for. Let's bring the communication back to the community. I mean, because without that, what do you have if you don't talk to your neighbors, if you don't speak about it?
Right.
And this isn't just for SC guys. This isn't just for Toyota guys. Because
Just
I'll
cars.
be honest, cars in general. As a car guy, I am not going to be stuck in a box like all these car guys that worship the Supra, worship the GTE. I like all cars of all type, and I can learn something new, and I can hold a conversation decently with most cars. At least I try to.
Facts.
It's what I get paid to do. Let's just put it that way. So with that being said, that's the first episode. Again, message me in the comments or even on Instagram at Mikkel.jpg. And do you, Rocket Bunny Blake, do you want to shout out your IG or something like that?
You can check me out on Instagram. Most times I don't really let people in on my Instagram.
Gotcha.
It'll
I
be
don't blame
like
you.
no Mr. Nice Guy 718. Even though there's not much car content, maybe I'll make another Instagram strictly for car stuff that I could
Definitely.
post like my car stuff on it. Because I feel like I don't believe in mixing my personal life with my car life, and I hardly post on the internet because people are weird, and I
No,
don't
no.
play about mines. So,
No, I hear you.
so if you got time
You'd be
to
surprised what
troll
people
and be
say.
stupid,
Definitely.
yeah,
You'd be surprised. Like I
I don't
said,
got
once you
time
get
for
some
that.
notoriety or what some people want to say about your life or your family or your kid behind your back, there's a lot of
Hmm.
cowards out there. Let's say, let's put it this way. But all of a sudden, I'm just playing. It was just a joke. Well, jokes are supposed to be funny. When's last I checked, your career path wasn't a comedian.
Right.
Oh well, those
No,
are the
that's a
same people with
fact.
mental issues. Let's just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
that's a fact. You know, that's the usual go-to.
Yep. But all right, man. I
So,
appreciate your time. Let me stop this, see where the file goes, and just throw it on YouTube as is, and we can go from there.
bro, later, man.
I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
All right, later.
Peace.